What is the Dandelion Festival? Well, the Dandelion Festival is really to celebrate our pollinators in spring and let people know that dandelions are not something you want to kill, but you want to allow our pollinators to come feed on because they're the first food after a long winter.
First, people have to be aware of the issues at hand. And I feel like before coming to Berea, looking at my lawn was something I never even thought about. And I'm sure, other students at Berea never really thought about either, or the community for that matter. So, bringing awareness and celebrating something as simple but as common as the dandelion, really educating people, that's the first part, and getting them to, change their actions to work and be more sustainable.
A lot of people still think of dandelions as weeds. It's interesting to know, even I didn't know, that every part of the dandelion is edible from the root to the flower.
And I never really worked with dandelions or anything like that previous to this. And I went on there and just looked at the dandelion greens and how you could saute them, and I looked for ramps and just anything that we could get naturally and source like from the farm or locally. So that
I've reached out to a lot of different organizations and gotten a lot of different workshop speakers and different booths from not just Berea College but from the region and all throughout Kentucky to come and talk about the importance of sustainability and reimagining the American landscape.
I'm so glad that this is the third, annual festival, and I hope that we can keep going. Every year it gets a little bit bigger and a little bit better, and there are more participants this year, even though we're inside.
Here in the United States, we have a history of what the American lawn should look like, and it should look like a golf course where it's pristine and no clover, it's just gorgeous. And there is a huge environmental cost to that, and a lot of people don't know that. The amount of water it takes, fertilizer it takes, pesticides that are put on the lawn to kill all those weeds come at a very high environmental cost and health cost to humans. I would frame it a little bit differently than just the circular economy. I would call it the circular ecology. You use fertilizers to grow your lawn. Those fertilizers get in stormwater runoff. The stormwater runoff goes into our rivers and streams, which eventually go into the Ohio River, which makes its way into the Mississippi River, that makes its way all the way into the Gulf. And in the Gulf, you have those algae blooms, which is an overproduction of algae that are choking out the fish. Our feedback loop there is telling us we need to do this differently. It's obvious.